All right. Good people. The meeting has started. From Me Unto Unity emergency meeting. Today is where we at, May 29th, 2022. It is recorded. Let's start the meeting.
Okay.
We're gonna start it off. Sister Ebony, I'm gonna go ahead. We'll crank it up. With the what's that you sent the minutes and the list. So everything was great. The whole overlay was great. You just had a couple of misspellings on there. Well, it was one misspelling that was just Darren Village on one document. On the other document, you had it right. On the list, you got it right. Um, the other situation is you left me out on a couple of the other the minutes of the meetings.
Oh, you want me to include you in the attendance?
Yeah, we have to include everybody. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We
Everybody
all equal part.
present.
But on some of you got me. On some of the meetings, you got me. You got Lee on there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just update them now. I fixed the other typos.
Okay, Darren. The Darren. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
What y'all
Speaking
talking
of that,
about? Minutes?
yeah, minutes of the meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Darren Village, the people of Darren Village, they want us to pull back. They are beginning threats. They are under too much pressure. They are scared. They it's understandable. You know, I've been through this a few times. Um, so what we're gonna do, we respect the people. You know, we don't force anything. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start focusing on the child neglect laws, enforcing the Georgia child neglect laws, and adding a social side to it. That's one of the pieces that we're gonna replace that with. Plus, we got this senior citizens tour we're gonna do. We're gonna go to different high rises, and we're gonna help them get their benefits from Fulton County. Fulton County has been getting millions of dollars for years. They go towards senior care, but because the seniors are not aware of it and because they're not signed up, they don't get their benefits that they need in Fulton County. So we're gonna make sure that they get that.
Because they're not signed
That
up for what?
Go ahead. What you say now?
You said they're not signed up for what?
They're not signed up for their benefits. So
Okay.
Fulton County has. I will post it on the WhatsApp and stuff, and I'll show you what it look like. But they have these different programs for seniors that every senior in Fulton County is eligible for. You know, as long as they're 62 and older, and it's like rides and stuff like that. Uber rides at reduced cost, maybe like $1 a ride. They have a person to come in for free and clean up their apartment, a house, a high rise.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like 7 or 8 different programs that each senior citizen of Fulton County is awarded, but they just have to sign up for it. And a lot of seniors don't know how to do it because it's online, you know. But you can call too also, and they will help you over the phone. So we just want to make sure they're signed up and that we're helping them sign up. Can everybody hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, I know I had technical difficulties last time. Y'all didn't tell me. I just want to make sure, yeah, y'all can hear me clearly.
I hear you.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I
So,
hear you.
say what now?
I say I hear you.
Okay, appreciate that. So we got the seniors. That's a senior tour. What we're gonna do with that? We got to first got to call every senior high rise, um, and talk with their social worker on site. But it's also they have a board. Like every senior high rise have a board, and then we can get a couple of houses too. You know what I'm saying? Go along the way. We can get a list and hit some houses too. But we basically gonna focus on the high rises right now because we're a small group and we don't need to put too much pressure on us. But also, we're going to join in collab with James Davenport and his nonprofit, which is Hit and Run Help Foundation.
Okay.
You know, and so we'll be collabing with him and his nonprofit to get this task done.
The Hit and Run what foundation?
Hit and Run Help Foundation.
Oh, Hit.
Yeah, hit. Yeah, like hit by a car, hit and run.
Hit and Run Help
Yeah, Help
Foundation.
Foundation.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Now
yeah. So
you said for the Fulton County senior care is 62 and older. How old they gotta be living high rise? I thought they had to be 50 and older.
now you 62 old to live in a high rise, but if you yeah, if you're injured, like if you're
Fulton
disabled,
County.
you can come in at a younger age. I think you'd be like 48 and up or something.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but they don't count them as seniors until they're in their they're in
So
their 60s and Fulton County.
majority high rise in Atlanta go disabled and seniors. That's who the high rise are dedicated to.
Right.
Yeah. But if you if you like
Okay.
in some sort of decent health, you have to be like 62 and older to live there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So how y'all feel about the child neglect laws? If we have any questions on that? No questions? Everybody good with that?
You said the child neglect laws. Now
How do
that's the
y'all
one
feel
you
about
said that replaced the latchkey or whatever. That's the one where your child can't be left at home unless they what's the age?
It's not left at home. It's in public. So when your child is in public, your child cannot roam the streets or be in public without adult supervision if they're 17 and younger.
That's
In the state of
public
Georgia.
and private.
I in the private sector, I guess it's a private sector, but we're talking about public. I believe it is
Oh,
private.
so okay, so it's public sector. Okay.
Yeah, that's public. Yeah, that's like saying, so when we dealing with the water boys, when we dealing with kids out here, commit crimes and all this stuff, instead of just criminalizing the kids, we use the joint neglect laws and we go to the household now. So now we're going to the legal guardian. And we're not going to criminalize it. We're not off the top going to criminalize the legal guardian. All right, we got Sister Nay. That is joint then. So yeah, let's just go ahead and keep it going. So we're not going to criminalize the household and the guardian. We're going to rebuild the household. So we're going to come in and not rebuild it. Let's say analyze it first. So maybe it's something that we can do with that social side. Maybe we can get after school programs. Maybe we get a mentorship program. Maybe the child just need a little therapist. You know what I'm saying? A little therapy or whatever. That's what we'll be focused on. Anything we can
do. Okay, what's the age? I'm sorry, what's the age?
17 and younger.
Okay.
And I had that posted too. I had that as we move along into this, we're gonna just focus on that. And I have the picture stuff I can post up in the on our live stream. So I had to show I had a law posted up and stuff like that where people can read it. We can read it and the people can read it.
Do you think that this is an issue that might be especially difficult over the summer? Because I'm thinking like technically there's ways to occupy kids. Like at least there should be like the school day and then maybe a few like after school programs and stuff. But like do you think that maybe the fact that kids are out of school could be like a reason why people are like they're just kind of out without anything to do or someplace to be rather than just like outside doing whatever?
So to answer your question, what we're dealing with here in the city of Atlanta, we have broken homes. So we have kids who are actually homeless, 13 years old, 12 years old, who live on the streets, live in abandoned apartments, have to survive out there, join gangs. No one is looking for these kids. No missing reports on these kids. They're just out in the streets, playing a role of an adult and their children. truancy, no one looking for these kids. These are who are being criminalized. This is the reason why Governor Kemp made that bill. If you see 3 or more youth gathered, they can be labeled as a gang. They're not dealing with the problem of the fact of let's get in these households and rebuild these households. They're just saying because of these victims and the trauma and the side effect of them being neglected, we're going to criminalize them. We're going to just label them as gang members, and we're going to just throw them into the prison system, the jail system, and prison system for most of them because they charge them as adults once they commit a certain crime. So you got babies going to prison because we are not getting into the household. So it ain't just an issue of just, these kids are unruly because school is out. It's an issue of these kids have been neglected and left out to dry. And no one is enforcing these laws to make sure that these kids are protected. Our youth is protected. They rather just criminalize them. So Sister Evan, did that answer your question?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I'm just thinking like, because before we even go to parents and all this other stuff, like where are we suggesting that they
go?
So
we're starting at City Hall. We're starting. There's a ordinance that has been passed by District 3 Council member Byron Amos that stopped the police officer from locking up homeless youth after curfew hours. In Atlanta, we have a curfew. So once they was what was happening was once APD seen a youth out walking the streets, he or she automatically went to criminalize them. And if they didn't have nowhere to go, they didn't go to the parents and take them home and say, "Where do you live?" and none of that. They just automatically took them down to juvenile. Again, put loitering charges on them and stuff like that.
Right.
When in fact they weren't criminals, they were victims of neglect, and they was homeless. So now they got a record, just for being homeless. So yeah, to answer your question, we're gonna start at City Hall.
Okay.
That's what we started at. City Hall, and we're actually going to all three levels. We're going to the county commissioners, elected official from City Hall, state building, and we're going to the judges, our elected judges. That'll be probate, I believe. I want to say it's probate.
That's probate.
Yeah, I want to say probate. Yeah, so that's where we'll be going with it.
Okay.
As time go on in the near future, let me say that now. We're going to be working on mapping that out too. So I'm glad you asked that question. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to strategize. We're going to map that out, see what it looked like. We're going to be in order, step by step, where all we have to go, what we have to do, what is needed to get this off the ground. So that's coming up. So Tuesday, let's get prepared for that. That'll be one of the subjects we'll be working on, getting that started. Does anyone have any questions on it?
You said what now? Tuesday, do what now?
Tuesday, we'll be getting started with mapping this out. We'll be strategizing. We'll write it down. We'll do the rough draft for it. Let everyone know, what we got to do. What is the task at hand, and how do we accomplish this task? Anyone have any questions?
Because Ebony, I think you was just kind of asking, is it a problem with youth being out because they no longer have school as a per se babysitter? But Lee, you're talking about when the kids are out because they have to be out because they don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, right. Majority of these kids are not going to school, period, anyway.
Right.
So summer, that's my problem too. Like, even when they see these kids are not coming to school and they pass truancy, no one is doing anything.
They still are enforcing anything.
Yeah, nobody enforcing. Like, okay. They just not showing up. These kids are 12 and up. 12 to 17. And you're like, okay.
And nobody paying attention. They just turn the blind eye pretty much.
And they're turning and say, well, they just criminals now. They gang members now. That's their whole outlook on everything. They're gang members now.
The crazier part about it is, like, it's not even that people ain't supervising. People not doing their job. Like, that's the teacher job. That's like these, these officials' job to make sure that these kids are straight. Like that's crazy.
True. But it starts in the household.
Yeah, start with the parents.
That's true too. But these parents, not everybody is a fit parent. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we coming in with the social side.
Facts. That's facts.
So we see that bleeding at, we see that open wound at, we coming in to close that wound up.
Right, to heal it. Sure.
We coming in with that. And then, on the flip side, if we see it's an unstable place, we got to be coming in with that to say, hey, this man and this woman here is straight out retarded.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They ain't fit to be, you know what I'm saying? They might be popping out babies, but they not fit to be raising no baby. And so we got to come up with someone there too. That just the flip side of
I'm sorry.
It's the 100. We got to be honest with ourselves and what we're dealing with, because we can't be biased. We can't let emotions get in the way. We're dealing with a crisis. And these are our youth. This is our future. The same love we get to everybody else, we got to get us equally to our youth. They deserve it the most. So we're supposed to protect our youth.
Right.
So we have to be 100 with it. We can't just go in there and say, oh, with all the hug and the healing shit. That's not what it's about.
Right.
100. We coming with solutions. We dealing with reality. So we say, hey, this is what your household need. This is what it need. You may have some people that buck on that. You can't tell me how to raise my child, all that kind of crap and all that foolishness. Gotta be prepared for that.
That's more so what I'm like. I guess that's what I'm actually trying to get at the end of the day is like, do we like, we can talk about this more on Tuesday, but having some actual places they would like to go, like if it's about, if they are out because they want to make money or because they like whatever, like finding things that they'd actually would show up to, like alternatives to just being out. Because that, like you said, if they don't want to go to school, they don't want to do these other things, like where are we sending to them to? Because like if we can't redirect them, like they're going to be handled by whoever finds them.
So we're not sending them in.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sending them in. So our thing is this right here. Our thing is just household situations. So when we talk about the outlets, so the outlets are already there. Let's say Atlanta Police Department, they got the West Side Future Fund. They got finances and money that we pay out our sales taxes that is not being used for the West Side of Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That money is going up north. Okay, so that's money that could be funding programs when it comes time for that. We got 211 programs. We got a 211. I have a 211 book full of programs for kids to go that our kids don't even know about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
we got
all
the
I
outlet
wanted.
places. Yeah. But see, and like the water boy, the entrepreneurship, all that's good, but it has to be done in order. You have to include the parents first. You can't just go and say we're gonna do a big entrepreneurship program and teach these kids all about, how to make their own money and start a program when they coming home to nothing, or they don't even have a home to come home to.
Right.
Or a home
No
to go
food. Or got a home, ain't got no food. When the
how
child is
can, there you
hungry,
go.
they get
Ain't
anxious.
no food there. It's nasty. They got nowhere to sleep at. You know what I'm saying? Those
Mm-hmm.
things that we got to be responsible for, because that's the foundation of any person, any child, any adult. Your home is your foundation. When you go to a house, to a clean, nice house, a stable household, you can deal with the world. You can build. But if you're dealing with crap on the outside of the world and you come into a home and it's all, disruptive and unstable, or you don't have a home at all, then it's a dark cloud over your head. So that's what
Right.
we dealing with. We got to deal with the household first. We're working in order from household and then moving out to resources and all what they can get and all this kind of stuff. But first, we got to make sure that house is in order. Any more questions on
Okay.
it? Any more input?
You said what now?
Any more questions on it? Any input on it? Are we through with it? We moving on, or what we doing?
That's it for me.
Okay. Everybody good. Everybody good. Okay. So tomorrow I'll be at the Willie Watkins Community Day. I don't know if anyone want to come out. It's from 2 to 6. Volunteers get there 11, but it's from 2 to 6. It's free food. Concerts. Now the concerts is old gospel. I don't know how many of y'all like old gospel. I love slave music. I love it. But I don't know if y'all like it. But it's free food. Music. So it's tomorrow. I put the address up in the thread. Well, Cousin Nico,
Yo.
go ahead, if you will. Well, hey, you can't go ahead because we got to talk about that. The updates on that. Do you have any updates? For Clay County?
Who you talking to, Nico?
Yeah, Cousin
Yeah.
Nico.
What I
Any
sent you
kind of
earlier
input?
today. What I sent you earlier today, like you sent me the people, the council members. They do have in Riverdale. I don't know how important for Mama's case will it be to go to these public hearings, considering the fact she's dealing with police. But if she
That's very
can,
important. They over the police. It's very important.
You said what
okay,
you mean, like the city commissioner meetings or something like that, Nico?
yeah, public hearing notices, and city council meetings.
They're
Okay,
over.
city
So
council
Yeah,
meetings.
they're over the
they're
police
held.
department. The city
Okay,
council, the elected officials are over police officers.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna be over Riverdale.
that
gotcha.
in any city, whatever, the city hall is over the police department. The mayor is to the Atlanta Police Department as what the president of the United States is to the military. He's the chief. He's the
The
chief,
chief,
executive chief over
Okay.
over that
So
branch.
I
So the
want to know
mayor is
my.
like the person that run like is
Run
like
the police
over
department.
over
He the actual
all of the highest ranking police officers. It would be the mayor.
he or she, yeah, is the head of the
She
police department.
fat self. Ugly self.
So I guess the question I have for
I
you,
ain't say
Mom, is
that. I was talking to myself.
when is your
Huh?
court case? I said, when is your court case?
I don't know yet because I had my court case transferred to a jury trial. So because it went from a bench to a jury trial, it's being transferred from the city of Riverdale to the county of Clayton.
Okay.
And so they gave me the paperwork. They're gonna mail me, and I'm gonna have to go on. I'm gonna go online, of course, and randomly check uh the court clerk calendar. But right now the calendar is not open for any
So
cases
what we
in the
do is
next
we go
six
down there and
months.
we talk to that judge. We go to that certain court and we go talk to the judge. And then what we got to do, we got to do an open request to get that body cam. So you already got the police report, right?
Yeah, but like I told you, the police report seems to be incomplete because he says what, and they're saying that that's all they had.
So we do it.
Um, that
Okay.
that was it. But it says that she was checked out by he says I did not hit. I advised him that I did not hit her head,
That'll work in your
and
favor in court.
it
That'll
was
work in your
checked
favor
out.
in court.
She was checked out by, and it
Yeah.
doesn't say who I was checked
That,
out by.
that,
It just in there.
that'll work to your favor in court. That'll work to your favor when you file your suit. You file a lawsuit against them, that'll work in your favor. Negligence, that'll work in your favor.
So, but I still put in a request for the report again to see
Yeah.
if like maybe
Okay.
that to see if it was just.
Also,
But yeah, okay. So I put in another request for the police report again.
body cam and police report.
Police report, body cam.
Yeah, there you go.
Do I do the camera for the vehicle?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, get the camera front of it. And then, and you, what did Kroger tell you about their parking lot camera?
That their parking lot camera. It actually we weren't in the parking lot. We was like right in front of the store.
There's no camera.
So they said that it was a. They said that, huh?
There was no camera facing in front of the store that covered the
They
front of the store.
said they where we was on the sidewalk. So they said that it was a blind spot where we were actually standing, and I saw and when I went up there, they let me look at where we were. You could see only thing you could see was like the smidget of the vehicle. You couldn't see the door.
Let's put a request in with Kroger to fix
Kroger
that.
anyway.
To fix that.
Let me see. Put a request in with Kroger to do it now.
To get visual on that. To get video that faces that area. That blind spot, to make sure they get some visual to cover that blind spot.
Put in a request so in the future. Something. Yeah, because like where we were standing because it didn't even how he was saying I was arguing with somebody in the parking lot where the incident happened and where he approached me. We weren't even in the parking lot. We was like right there walking through the entrance at Kroger. So it picks you up as you walk into the door. But from you see what I'm saying? It's like it's a camera like as you're walking in the entrance of the doors. But where we were standing at, it really barely even picked up his car, and it's a trip because that you're right. They do need to put something there because that's the fire lane.
Let's just go to corporate and let's request that because
so
of your
go to corporate.
Yeah.
So request Kroger corporate.
Yeah. We'll request that.
Request the video request that they put better visual there.
Blind spot. Let them know it's a blind spot right there. And because of what you went through, you don't want that to happen in the future to anyone else.
Okay.
Because you have no evidence. You needed that evidence to help you in your trial.
Right.
Situation, but because it was not available, then it's a lap in your trial. It's a dip in your trial. So okay. Yeah. Future references. Yeah.
Now, okay, so vehicle cam, do I need to try to, I mean, I don't know if they erase the camera
If they did,
footage
it's
at the
great. Good,
city.
good,
I'm talking about at
good.
the courthouse. I
If
mean
they
at
ain't great, it's
the
good.
jail. No, I'm talking about the jail. Do I need to try to
Yeah,
request
get
for
that too.
the jail
Yeah,
outside the jail?
yeah. Outside when you pulled up that date, after
Okay.
they had that date. If they
So
said they have it, then at least you request it, and then something when you get in court, you can say, "Hey, I requested, but they didn't have it."
outside jail footage, and then maybe when I actually come in, because
Inside.
in his
Yeah,
police report he says that someone helped him, one of the staff members helped him. So I need to probably see if I can get inside too
yeah.
to see, because I don't recall. I don't think I recall is him helping me by my ankles and dragging me in
Damn,
alone. Nobody helped him.
that's a cold blooded.
Okay, so
That's
outside jail footage and
And
inside
do it
jail.
in public like that, and just come out there like that, and then nobody else slap his ass.
hey,
I
hey,
question
hey,
people,
you.
man. I question other
Um,
people. When you see some stupid junk that people who don't check stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
I
and then he told me I needed to file the lieutenant what they call the jail people, the
no, that's not in jail. No
you know,
Christian.
the jail, the people in the jail, the lieutenant for the jail. He the one told me I needed to file a complaint against the police officer, because he said you need to file a complaint against him, because
Did he actually see it?
after the seizure, I slept about 3-4 hours. I was in a damn holding cell by myself
Yeah, you
asleep.
said that. Did he actually see anything? Or he just telling that just off of GP?
You said that what now?
Did he actually see that happen to you? You being grabbed by your ankles, or did he
I
just tell
don't
you that?
know what he. I just know because he said that. I said, how long I been sleeping? He said 3-4 hours. I said, well, I had a seizure. He said, no, I thought you was sleeping off a drug. Um, like some that the
Carbidine.
officer had advised that I was sleeping off like drugs or something like that. And he
I
said that had they known I had a seizure, they first thing they would have did was had the nurse to
so they so so
You
they
need to get that in right. You need to get
they
that.
check
You should
me
get that
out.
in right. Yeah.
And
what
he
you mean tell me out?
from what from that particular officer though?
Yeah, from that officer, even his saying that, man.
Yeah,
If you go
Yeah,
back to that
cause
definitely,
officer,
he said, and when I told him about that I had a seizure, I was in the car. He said, well, you need to file a complaint against him. You need to file a complaint against him. As soon as you get out of here, file a complaint.
man. You know what's wild about that? What's wild about that is like, let me calm down. But what's wild about that is that you assuming that she had a seizure. Like you're assuming. You need to definitely get that on paper because that's ridiculous. You
Oh,
shouldn't
you mean
assume
that
it.
the lieutenant guy
Yeah,
assuming that I was on drugs,
yeah. Like
whatever?
how you going? Yeah, how you going to assume that somebody on
so
drugs? You didn't even check the person.
yeah,
You definitely need to get that.
because
Yeah,
that's what the
that's
officer
ridiculous.
told him, and they did check. They don't usually check
That
that.
they did check me. He was
Yeah,
telling him that the paramedics checked me out and I was fine, and I was just on drugs and was sleeping it off.
Oh yeah,
which is typical.
yeah. Follow all those people, man. Get all those people on. Yeah, for sure. Get all those
Yeah.
people on paper.
So
So
I need.
that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go back through that and retrace all those steps. And that's even after we get the open records request out, we still got to go through there. And
That's what I
then
was wondering. How do you do that? Because
all you do, it's
I
the
know
same
I
procedure.
know his title was lieutenant. I just do not remember his name at all. So you just basically see who was staffed that at that time that I
We go back.
came in.
Yeah, we go back and visit. Yeah, yeah, we go
Because
back.
given the fact that I had slept off the post ICTUR like 3 to 4 hours worth of sleep, they could have changed shift.
Yeah, anything could have happened, but we're gonna go back and get that knowledge of that, and that's public knowledge too.
Okay. You know
Yeah.
what? They probably didn't change shifts because it was. He said it was for. He wrote on his. He wrote on the report that it was 4:05 or 4:10, but he wrote the time for the citation as 4 o'clock, but he wrote the time that the incident occurred 10 after 4.
Okay.
So there's
So what
different
we gotta
times on
do?
there, and then on there, that's why I kept looking for the citation because it's like a ticket. So you know how you sign it and they give you the yellow copy, whatever. I kept looking for on the paperwork. It was saying that I should have had a copy, a yellow or pink copy. And I kept looking for why I didn't have it. And so now I know when I look at the citation where it's the line for me to sign, he wrote in there jail.
So what we're
So,
gonna do, we're gonna get on
so
top of that.
I didn't sign it at all.
Yeah, we're gonna get on, cuz OJ, we're gonna get on top of that. We're gonna dedicate some time. You and Nico, between both of y'all, need to sit down and write down all this stuff, get a record of this. Maybe Sister Ebony can come into with the secretary thing and take notes. You all have your own notes. And so we can see what it looked like. And then we're gonna have to do the same thing with the Price family. We got to sit down, we got to take notes, and then we got to go through everything. So once we go through all the elected officials and all this stuff and getting that, because with the Price family, we got to go to the morgue. If they don't have how long
Right.
that body was sitting out, we need to know how long that body was sitting out. When the morgue
Oh,
received the
okay.
body, they actually, you know, saying assess how
What
long the body
time?
had been, yeah, so with the time of death. You know, so from the
Okay.
time of death to somebody found that person or found their son, not just that person, found their son. We need to know that because that's going to go against them, the city of Jonesboro not having that,
Jonesboro. Uh-huh.
yeah, that lighting there and having that sidewalk there. So we need
Oh,
to check.
right. And
That'll be
so
good for the
did
silver
they
suit.
say you said what now about
That'll work for the
the
silver suit. So that negligence of them not having that lighting there, that proper lighting, and a sidewalk.
okay, right, gotcha. I was trying to find.
Yeah, we'll deal with that later though, because we on this a short meeting. This just an overlay meeting. You know what I'm saying? So we
Now I'm
just
talking
hit.
about me to show you when we get off. I wanted you to see it when we get off.
Okay, that's cool.
Now
The agenda, the last agenda that I think cause of Jay left. Wow. All right. So the last agenda will be I'm gonna go ahead and do the Love March again. I was the chief advisor of the Love March, and
I can't hear. Hold on.
hold on, I got you, cuz. You just ain't. Hold on.
Am I the only one that can't hear?
We hear you. Hello, cuz
Am I
OJ.
the only one that can't hear?
Yeah, mom, you're the only one.
Cuz OJ, can you
I
hear me?
can't hear. See if I can go back in.
You might have to give it access to your microphone when you come in. Okay.
She just had to go back out and come back in. It's some on her end. She can't hear us, period. So okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Love March again. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. It happened in 2016 on Valentine's Day in Atlanta. It was a Stop the Violent Love March. The host of it was Reverend Ben Stellmarker. He passed away that same year. It was a whole lot supposed to came out of it as far as programs to help the people, especially help our youth. So we're gonna redo that again, and I'm gonna get you all involved in that from me onto Unity.
Can really
So that
quick,
I missed that.
if you could describe, is this like a walkathon? Is it? It's like a fundraiser.
no, it's no fundraising. It's just a march. It's awareness march. So what we'll be doing. So okay, what we did with that march in 2016, we started from Juvenile and across the street from Juvenile is the mark. So we went from the Juvenile system to cross the street to the mark. Met up over there, had a conversation about our youth being murdered, kids, died. The yada yada. Had the guy from the mark come out, and hold on a minute. All right, I'm back. Damn.
Dang, you muted and I still heard you cough.
No, I couldn't even mute it because it would hit so hard I just could block my face out.
Oh, anyway. Okay, go ahead, though.
Yeah, that John caught me. But anyway, yeah. So it was awareness. We had the funeral homes come out. They did a casket line. They brought the caskets out. They brought the hearses out, the old school hearses, stuff like that. So basically, just awareness. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to have. It was done in such short time. We wanted to have like the vendors out, like from different nonprofit organizations. want to have the people out, help with jobs and model car, different things of that nature. So it may look like that this time. You know what I'm saying? We may do 2 of them. We haven't decided yet. I was talking with Grandmaster of the Mason Lodge of the Southeast Mason Lodges. I was talking with him. He's one of the advisors that was on our planning board. And so he asked me about it. He been asking off and on, but he asked me about it like a couple of weeks ago. And I said, yo, it'd be a perfect time to go ahead and do that again. So we're gonna get that started. And then, that's something that we're not gonna put on, I ain't gonna say we put on the back burner, but we have other pressing matters. So we got the Clay County matters that's very pressing. We had a child neglect law. So that's just something like a sidebar project that we'll be doing. Yeah, we won't waste too much time on it.
Oh, what you mean the march?
Yeah, the march will be a sidebar thing. It's good because it's gonna bring awareness to everything. That's what we're doing. We're gonna talk about the slumlord. We're gonna have different programs and different people there with help, resources to help the people. And we'll be starting different programs off of that. And it'll help us come together too, and we'll have more help. So we'll have a PAD program down there. We'll have different non-profits, and we'll all come together, and we'll form like an alliance, during that march or whatever.
Okay.
Kind of help each other out. Anybody have any questions on it?
When did you said that it usually happens in February? When would you like to have it this year?
So we're gonna do we're gonna do it immediate. So we're gonna do the one in February next year, 2023, but we're gonna do one like a smaller version of it, probably a couple of months from now, because you got to have a 30-day notice with the City of Atlanta Parks and Recreation, even to do a event. It's really 90 days if you do like a festival. So if we was to bring out the vineyards, the vendors and all that stuff, it'll be like 90 days. But they will do like a regular march or something like that. We could get it done in 30 days. You have a 30-day notice. So it may be like looking like August or something like that.
Okay.
Any more questions?
But I know you said you just quick, but I still want to show you this real quick. I'm gonna show it to you anyway. I can't. Never mind. Is that Evan laughing? Cause I don't know what I'm doing. You see right there? Okay, you see at the bottom where it says signature.
I knew you were gonna show it.
I'm showing it. Right. See, I don't know what I'm doing showing it, but you see right there where it says I'm
you knew
supposed
she
to
was gonna
sign.
show it, did you?
I sure did. I'm gonna show it to you later. Shut up! I'm stubborn. I can't help it. See, it say jail.
It will tear her up inside.
I know. I'm done. I'm done.
It will tear her up.
What y'all say?
Let me show you right quick.
She was like, I'm not gonna show it.
Even though I know, cause I ain't. Shut up, Nico.
I ain't gonna show it. Fuck it, I'm gonna show it.
I'm just doing a little bit of it. I ain't gonna tell you.
And I still gotta show it to him after this anyway. Cause that I don't know what that was. I just did.
I'm saying, short meaning everything, and I'm gonna see after.
But then nobody had no comment, so I might as well have to take advantage. Take advantage of the moment.
I'm glad you got that out. I'm glad you was able to get that out.
Whatever. Now I'm still gonna have to show it to you, right? Because you know that one, right?
I know.
Nico, I'm still gonna have to show it to you right now. Nico.
I hear you, Ma.
I'm still gonna have to show it to you right though.
So do anybody have any other pressing issues or any comments about what we talked about?
You said Tuesday would be to talk about the strategize about the kids, right?
Yes, at the Tuesday.
This Tuesday the 1st?
Yeah, the 1st. So what happens the Tuesday on the 1st is, I don't know it yet. I'm gonna let y'all decide tonight. Do we have 2 meetings? Do we have a meeting for Clay County and a regular meeting? What y'all think about that?
How long are these live streams for, Cuzzo?
So what we could break them up. That's a good question. We could break them up. We do 30 minutes apiece.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
So we'll do 30 minutes on our meal or shorter. You know what I'm saying? Cause we can run through. Now we're gonna do shorter because we got the plan out. Yeah. I just hate all this talking, man. You know, I can't stand a whole lot of talking.
But how
And
you
what?
gonna get the information if you don't talk?
I know, right?
Oh,
I
you
have
mean
to.
like a whole lot of chatter?
Yeah, I like to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Like we do so much talking.
I
To
have.
be, you like to be active, not
Yeah.
to talk about it, but to just do it.
That's why
Do
we
it.
want somebody. I can't wait to cuz on Nico step up and take over the meetings and all this stuff. So I ain't got to say nothing.
Uh,
I got to talking, man. I do too much talking. All the time. Look how many live streams I do.
But you talk a lot.
I don't be want to. I get a headache every time I talk,
What
especially
you
small
doing,
talk.
I'm on the
I
phone.
can't stand
Doing me.
small talk. What you say?
Yes, sir.
for the next meeting, well, I mean, I'll let you decide about the splitting it up thing. But at the next meeting, I wanted to have everybody weigh in on the demand survey. That was the only thing that I had left. So if you don't want to talk about it now,
What is
we
that?
can talk. Huh?
The what
What?
survey?
Okay, so in the folder that I shared with you, there is also a Google form, and this Google form can be sent out to basically anybody, and it's just a 5-question survey that asks people what they think is most important to be fixed in their community, and then those are going to be the things that we address in our demands that I mentioned us making at the last Mr. Everything meeting.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love that. I love that. That's what I'm
So
talking about.
the purpose of me creating the survey was so that we could just get a general consensus on what's most important to everybody.
To the
From
people
there,
in the
we would
community. Is that what you're
from there
saying?
we
Like Ebony, to the people in the community?
yeah, I would like as
Like a
many people
survey for
as
the people or
Oh
the people in
man.
the
as
Oh
group?
many
man.
people.
Look, I want to apologize. I actually was tuned. Listen, I heard some feedback and some static, and I
I
was trying to
did
fix
too.
my phone. Yeah, I thought it was my phone. I was trying to turn my volume down because my volume messed up. So you said it's for the people in the community. We're gonna do surveys for the people in the community.
This survey, anybody I want us all to take it, but I want as many people as possible to weigh in on it, so it's not just us making these demands. I
Oh,
would like
you want it's a survey for the group to see
well,
the
both.
importance of certain
It's
things, but it's
it's a
also for the
survey.
community.
It's for the group and for the community. I want the responses from the community so that the group can be informed on exactly what the community wants.
Oh, that's
Outside
great.
of
And
just
these,
Okay.
outside of just what we think we know. I want to make sure that we actually have people's names and
On the
what they
same
want.
page.
Right, rather than us just being like, we think they want this. If that's not the case,
see,
Oh no, we don't do that though. We don't do what we think we know. We actually go out and
But
talk to
that makes
people. But we
good though,
would it
because
would be
then
great to have them to
it's
write it down to get it right and keep a log of it.
but I
so
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
that's
yeah.
the
because it
so
kind of puts stuff in a level of importance,
yeah, that's the
And
based
beauty
on
of
what
the
they feel is most
But that's
important.
all we do. We always ask the people what they want. We don't just assume
so
But
what they
that's what
want.
she's saying. That's what the survey is, pretty much,
the
to
I know,
point
just
but I'm
of the
saying
ask
that's a
people
survey.
great
what they
idea.
want.
Yeah, because we can log it now. I get you. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
that is a
that's
great
yeah,
idea.
exactly
yeah.
what I was
Especially
going
when
to
you have
say.
to document. So it'd be good for her when she's documenting.
Yeah, that is
What
great.
this
Yeah.
also does is this gives us a way to actually have people's names
Access to
and
it.
information in the event that we ever want to contact them again. If we ever
That's
want them to
great.
sign a petition, if
Yeah.
we ever want them to, we
Mm.
would use this information very sparingly. Obviously, we wouldn't spam them or give them with a bunch of random
What is
stuff.
that noise?
Yeah, who making all that noise?
I
My
don't
Is
bad.
that
I
know.
was
you,
getting
Nico?
ice. I was getting ice. My bad.
We
Put
get
your stuff
ice
on
while we
mute, boo.
have live
Yeah.
stream. You making all that.
I wonder what that static crunching was. Okay. Go ahead, Evan. What you say?
I forgot
So
my mic was
basically,
on, man.
All right. Go ahead, Sister Ebony. That's a great idea. Yeah, that organization, that logging.
yes. So we're
Thank you
logging.
so much for that.
We're getting names, we're getting emails, we're getting feedback, and so basically, we'll look at it next time. I think it'd be good to. I wanted to screen share so we could all look at it, but basically, I've cut it up into. I believe it's 4 categories. This is also completely editable. This is just I wanted to have it finished so that at least it's done, and then we could edit it from there. But it's broken up into 4 categories that would be community maintenance, education, and two other things. Nico, do you
That's
remember?
powerful.
We came up with them together.
That's
Do you remember?
powerful.
You're right. I like that.
I like that too.
Nico.
Yeah, that's
I
powerful.
do not remember everything. No.
Okay, not helpful. Hold on 1 second. I want y'all to hear them. 1 sec.
Okay, so
Cuz OJ, you rubbing off on her.
go Ebony. That's
Rub
that
it
good.
off.
That's that good rub
Bad
off.
influence. Bad influence.
Whatever. Shut up.
Everybody gonna run to get their notes
Shut
out.
up. Shut up. She said she
Hold on,
want
y'all.
us
Hold on.
to.
Let me
She
show
want
you
us
this.
to. She want us to hear that right quick. She want us to see it right quick. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
Rubbing off on you.
ain't nobody studying haters. Ebony, they just hate us, boo.
Okay, well, yes, I do want you guys to hear it. So it's community
What got
maintenance, housing and rental rights, education,
Okay.
and yeah, that's it. So yes, after that, there's pretty much nothing else because that's pretty much everything that we can advocate for under tax dollars as far as things that people already have the right to demand things for.
Community maintenance.
Yes.
What were they now?
Community maintenance, housing and rental rights, and education. And under each one of those categories, I've placed a description that explains exactly what kinds of issues that those categories might fall under. Community maintenance is things like trash control, sanitation, traffic signage, road maintenance, and all these other kinds of things. Housing and rental rights encompasses things like rent, unlawful evictions and removals, unlawful living conditions, rental discrimination, and things like that. And then obviously education is pretty self-explanatory, but there's a description for that too. Then under the description, there's just open space for them to write whatever they want. If they just want to put potholes and nothing else and submit it, that's fine. If they want to write a whole paragraph about a whole bunch of stuff that's happened to them at their property, they can do that too. So
like mold or whatever. Okay.
Well, if there's more that needs to be added or taken away or whatever, that's all I really wanted from the group, and then we send it out to whoever is willing to fill it out. After that, all of the responses will be archived in Google, and we'll get to see percentages too. If people have common responses, it'll curate all that information together and tell us exactly how many people want it, which is great because we could use that data in our proposals. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
No, wonderful idea.
I like that.
Great work. So
Yeah,
we'll see how we implement that. And so what you say, Cousin Nico?
I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's great.
Yeah, I echo that. I second what Cousin Nico said.
I heard it.
Not for the same reason.
Can we get a 4? Can we get a 4?
I second what Cousin Nico said, but not for the same reasons.
Whatever. Lord.
But great work, and we'll see how we implement that.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute, let me mute myself.
That's what's gonna set us apart. I like that, and that will make the people feel more engaged and stuff like that. Who we serve, that's great. That's great.
Right.
Let's hear some from our people we ain't heard from.
That's what I said.
Sister Nay.
Is she on and just left?
She on. She probably.
I see her name.
Yeah, she probably went to sleep. She worked so hard and stuff like that. She be tired.
What about Farmer P?
Farmer P.
Yes.
How you feel about
okay.
That was great.
Okay. Okay.
I see jobs opportunity with that.
With what?
With the whole economics, education.
Oh, the
what Sister Ebony talking about?
Yes.
The survey thing.
Because lawn care, flower maintenance, beautify our neighborhood. People want to see that kind of stuff.
True.
That's true.
It's a lot that can come out of that. It's a lot.
It really is. It can be used. Yeah, it can be accentuated it. And I could probably think the fourth thing would probably be what you was just talking about with the kids.
The kids get something to do at school
Uh
and
huh.
and
What would that
summer.
be called? Youth programs, youth engagement. What would you like to title that?
Say what now?
What would you
She
like
said,
to
"Well,
title it? Like youth programs, youth engagement,
Early development.
youth early development, youth development.
Yeah, early development.
Okay.
Giving them a
he said, well,
skill,
it could be youth." And
huh?
I was trying to hear what you were saying.
Youth early development.
Oh, youth early development.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Give them responsibility. Teach them how to be part of the neighborhood, landscape, agriculture, farming. Then
Uh huh.
a business on how to sell it. That's landscape by cutting grass, right?
Yeah, my grandson been getting paid already in 2 weeks by cutting grass and stuff. But yeah.
So I think that'd be great too for brother Farmer P to get involved in that
Mm.
more, cause I don't know if you all watched that video, which really don't do him justice, but that video he was talking about agriculture, what he has going on just in 6 months on a half an acre of land. He got rabbits and a pond. He built a pond out there.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah, I mean he got chickens. He got the peacocks. I don't know if he already got it. Got them coming.
Yeah,
He got
Get
yeah.
right.
I
You
mean
got him.
Yeah, I got it. Yes.
peacock got all
So
kinds. And the feathers,
you would be willing to like to teach the children. I mean, if that was a program,
Yeah.
like
So
willing
I done
to
that.
teach.
So I done that for 9 years.
Okay.
Right now because of COVID, I haven't done it like full time. But yeah, that's something that I done in the past. I
Okay.
basically work with kindergarten up to college. Um,
Oh. Okay.
people. Yes.
Oh wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that would be something good too for them. For one, is
and
that our youth
look how
are
much
our
area they
future.
cover.
So,
It's so many
huh?
different programs from kindergarten all the way to so from adults, from children to adults, all ages. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We can make programs that
Man,
help the community.
Cuzzo, man, what Farmer P talking about, we be talking, we was talking about that. Remember, we was talking about the movement I was talking about. Yo, he'll be perfect for that. I think that's a great
Yeah,
idea, man.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
we definitely.
saying. Yeah, we
Hey,
got
Farmer P,
everything we need right here. Just gotta have the wisdom how to use it.
So
right? Hey, I'm gonna talk to you
we
about that.
we, we need a fundraiser going. That's what we need. We need a fundraiser on getting our tools and and a vacant lot. Take that vacant lot and make that vacant lot possibility.
Let's map that out.
Every day.
Let's
It's
map down the
every day.
need.
It's that
Map out
a
the
lot.
need. You get the program. Let's start. Reasonable. Be smart.
And then strategize about
Just
it.
strategize. Oh, and let's just let me know what we need. If you let me know what we need, we'll get what we need. Just start the program.
Yeah, so let's come up with a ideal, like say the kid come to rake up to cut grass.
You take over that though. You have you know what it look like. You the head of the agriculture department. You know what it look like better than anyone that's on this live stream. So once you come in there, you spearhead it. You say we got 15 kids. We're gonna target 20 kids. Or you just saying. And this is what we're gonna need. We're gonna need 15 lawnmowers, 20 lawnmowers, just in case some break down. We need 20 lawnmowers. We need weed eaters. We need bags. You just let me know. Get the list.
We need people.
Oh, okay, so let's work on a list. Then the list and the duties.
Yeah. Go ahead and handle that.
So
Knock it out.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
Yeah. I mean, if you need our help extra, but I'm saying like that's your department. Like you know it better than anybody. But if you do need out just to come in and you want to sit down, you want to do a live stream, you want to get see in person, we can sit down and do that.
Cause you're probably gonna need people to volunteer to help with the kids.
See, that's what I'm saying. But see, we can get all that. See, once you tell
But that'll be something that he have to put down that he won't.
Yeah, once he put it down, I can go out to I can go to other nonprofits. I can go to Home Depot and say we need this here for this. I take the 501c3 and they'll, you know what I'm saying, write it off on the 501c3.
Gotcha.
Do you
Yeah. I just need a list.
Farmer P, do you feel comfortable talking about this at the next meeting? Would you want to take some time to like present at the next meeting, like what you think that would look like?
Yes.
It does not have
Yes.
to be the next meeting. I'm just wondering if you feel comfortable. If not, that's fine. I just wanted to know so we can get
Well, we
points to
can
hit.
can we have a meeting and write down notes at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's
covered
what
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would.
Well, he
Yeah,
asked.
that's what.
What'd you say, Farmer P?
that's what I'd be doing anyway.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Farmer P? Can we do
I
it with notes?
wanted to take notes about it.
Oh, okay.
Come with a
Yeah, I'm
plan.
taking notes now.
I'm saying we need feedback. Too though.
Oh, so you can get feedback?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Is there
Oh,
anything you'd like
okay.
us to look up before the like anything, to bring or have in mind to be able to have this conversation? I don't know anything about agriculture programs.
That's the point. That's
Well,
why he gonna take over that.
I
And once
know a
he take
little
over,
something.
he gonna lay down what we need, and we gonna learn from him. He gonna teach us.
the big thing of it is responsibility. Responsibility. That's the willing to do the work, to handle responsibility. But it takes responsibility. So that's basically the moral of agriculture. You plant a seed in the ground, you got to water it. You don't water it, it dies. So I think agriculture is common sense. Like I said, I think it'd be, I guess the subject will be how to teach kids how to get responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really agriculture is
All you need is a belt and some ice cream.
food.
Lord Jesus, help me.
A strong leather belt and some good ice cream.
Oh, Lord.
I think the animal.
That's how you
Cream.
teach kids how to do anything.
I think it's the animal.
Why, Lord, why?
I think it's the animal. The
Parents
animal.
101. Good parents.
Yeah, good parenting. So parents they be involved too.
Good
Though.
parenting 101.
That's what that is. Old school.
Okay. Get your in the.
Go bite the
Okay.
ice cream. For the beach. Bite this ice cream.
Oh, what's up? You ain't got no eye cream.
Ain't gonna worry about the ice cream. You gotta have both. You gonna worry about the belt or the ice cream. You gotta have both.
How don't well?
But anyway, so like at the next meeting, Farmer P, you'll like maybe I guess give us stuff to look up or however that's gonna be.
So look up. Yeah.
And you all need to come out there to where he working at his working sites, man. I mean, it's so much now, and he break it down simple. You know what I'm saying? He teach you how to do it step by step. So we need to all go out there. We need to start going out there. When he plant this stuff, go out there, help him plant stuff like that. Go out there and work with him.
We can go out there and plant
Ooh, that'd
weed.
be fun.
You gotta do it.
Oh,
Damn, you just try. You ain't gonna plant some weed.
Shut up! I'm going on mute.
Your first bee, you done got it all shut down. The first bee, you come on. The first
I
guy.
just playing. It was a joke. It was really a joke.
Come on, Nico.
Lord, I'm used to it, man.
He said he ain't in it. He said he
And we
used
plant some
to it.
weed. The first
I'm
bee.
used to it.
Whatever. I'm just playing at the job. Ain't for better state though. They not doing that. No, for research purposes though. Okay, anyway, about it.
Let me go ahead and
About it.
say this because you know what that happened to goddamn Young Thug. I don't want no Young Thug situation with me because I'm the goddamn owner of the
That's
nonprofit.
right. Okay. Oh,
So let me
that
say
was
this
a
right
joke,
quick,
and
Funny
I
Willis.
would not say that anymore.
Hold on, I got it. Let me say the Funny Willis and any other of these goddamn house
But-
Negroes.
But
Any comment that is made by any other member of the non-for-me-unto unity nonprofit does not reflect on Lee Gee and is not shared by any He has nothing to do with that. It's totally legal. Thank you so much.
Listen, I would not be going down for these fools.
Hey, Rico and me. Hell
Thank you
no.
very much.
Thank you very much.
That food would go down by herself.
We come to get you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
That Jay go down alone. Just Sharon goes down
First, me,
alone.
she just hit that thing. I'm talking about first with the first done. We
It
done
was a
could
joke.
we
I'm
invited her to.
done. I would not joke like that no more. My bad. I'm sorry.
You good. You good. I
I'm
already
sorry.
cleared
I'm
it up. I
sorry.
done cleared it
No,
up.
but
It's okay.
seriously though, yeah, that's good because that also fills in the gap of certain things for the
Man,
children
my
to
damn
do.
battery going now. I'm gonna have to get off this live screen. My battery is going dead. I ain't know I was on. God darn it. I'm on
That's why
5.
you got brighter. It would be
Yeah,
something
I'm on
good
5.
to add to what the children can do, outside the Boys and Girls Clubs. Then they
We're
could
gonna have to wrap it up. I'm
participate
gonna
in the
go out. It's going
agriculture.
down quick.
Okay, I'm done.
Great meeting you all. Very productive.
Is
Let's get
Nate
back on
sleep?
Tuesday. Tuesday night, we're gonna come back with another live stream. In between that time, we'll be working. So y'all have a great night.
Y'all too.
Tuesday.
Good
You
night.
too.
All right.
All
Good
right.
night, y'all.
All right. Let me- Sister Nate still on here. I think Sister Nate sleep.